Caitlin Clark is an underdog. Serena told Caitlin Clark,
I just love that she tries to stay grounded, and she says she doesn't, what did she say? She doesn't have a social, she doesn't look at her social, and I get it. I don't either. And I think it's so important to continue to do what she's doing. And no matter what other people do, then if people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do.
Angel Reese's approach to padding her statistics has become concerning as she continues to accumulate numbers in games that are already effectively decided.
this is Angel Reese. Watch this clip. She says the following. Go ahead and play it. She needs a lot of attention. Go ahead.
We watching women's basketball. It's not just because of one person. It's because of me too. And I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person.
We don't get to say, well, Joe Rogan is number one and we are important too, because that's not how podcasting competition works. You know who tells you you're good? The flipping market tells you you're good. By the way, you know when's the last time I watched a WNBA game? Never. Till today. I've still not watched a WNBA game.
Her recent performance against the Indiana Fever illustrates this trend clearly. Despite the Fever holding a commanding lead, Angel Reese remained in the game late, seemingly intent on extending her double-double streak. While Indiana star players were resting on the bench, Reese took advantage of the situation by scoring and grabbing rebounds against the Fever's reserve players.
Angel Reese is playing against Caitlin Clark, okay? They have this big game going on. Neither one of them are the best teams in the league, but she gets fouled, Caitlin Clark does, and this is how Angel Reese, who she became a champion, by the way, in college. I think she won the championship. Caitlin Clark in the championship.
Exactly, 2 years ago.
However, for whatever reason, the audience likes watching Caitlin more because she's more exciting than Angel, but watch what she says after the way she fouls Caitlin Clark. Go ahead and play this clip.
I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle.
She finished the game with 10 points and 11 rebounds, but the manner in which those numbers were achieved drew criticism from fans and analysts alike. Dwayne Wade publicly called out Angel Reese for stat padding during garbage time, a critique that resonated with many who viewed her actions as poor sportsmanship. His comments ignited debate over whether Reese's impressive double-double streak truly reflects her impact on the game. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's outstanding performance, leading the Indiana Fever to a decisive victory with 31 points and 12 assists, was largely overshadowed by the controversy surrounding Reese's approach.
One thing Caitlin Clark does maybe better than anybody in sports right now makes it about others, makes it about team. Think about it. When's the last time you didn't see Caitlin Clark talking about a teammate? When's the last time you saw Caitlin Clark talking about herself or any of the accomplishments that she has had? Let me give you the answer to that. Never! Never! You never hear that. Now, that's why their team has gotten good. She could have been an egomaniac. Everybody in the league knows that she is the league right now.
Rather than celebrating Caitlin Clark's accomplishments, much of the conversation has instead focused on Angel Reese's controversial stat padding tactics. As the WNBA season continues, it remains to be seen whether Reese will persist in chasing numbers during lopsided losses or take a different approach, accepting defeat with greater sportsmanship and concentrating on contributing to her team's long-term improvement.
Those Sky are falling off the map in the second half of the season. Why? Well, they got a star, right? Everybody tells me Angel Reese is an absolute star. Look at all the double-doubles. Oh, my God. Well, Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky have made it about Angel Reese, not about the Chicago Sky. Even last night, if you look at it, what they have? Barbie night. We're giving out towels, blah, 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 blah. And when you see Angel Reese, what does she do? She's walking in with look at me outfits. It's about me. When you see Caitlin Clark, what do you see? It's about we. Angel Reese is coming off. Hey, look, won the national championship 1 year, got to the Final Four. The next really successful career, but like most that come in the WNBA, nobody cared. So Angel Reese is coming in, and she's swimming upstream two ways. One, her team's not very good. Two, she's second fiddle to the little white girl over here, Caitlin Clark. And that pisses her off. On the second half of the season and the second half of this game, the team that was more together was clearly the Indiana Fever, and the Indiana Fever routed.
One thing is certain. Her actions have ignited an important discussion about fairness and respect in professional basketball. You wouldn't see the Chicago Sky instructing Elena Del Don to intentionally foul just to pad points at the free throw line, nor would they ask Tina Charles to do the same. And you certainly wouldn't expect Teresa Weatherspoon to keep a player in a decided game solely to inflate their statistics. Quite frankly, situations like this make the Sky appear unprofessional.
All-time scoring leader in Iowa. One person takes it to the finals. She loses, but they had nobody else. And she scored more points in college than Pistol Pete Maravich, who he died in an interesting way. Yeah. So why do you think it's happening? Why do you think it's happening?
You're picking one word? One word?
Is DEI.
Is it race?
No.
Wokeness.
Is it race?
No.
Stats.
Feminism.
No.
Progressive.
It's one word to me, and it's underdog.
Consider the moment when Aaliyah Boston picked up a technical foul just before halftime. Heading into the third quarter, if the priority is winning, the logical options to shoot the free throws would be players like Lindsey Allen or Rachel Banham. Instead, Teresa Weatherspoon sent Angel Reese to the line, a decision that many viewed as further evidence of the team's lack of seriousness. Choices like that only undermine credibility. It's no surprise, then, that Kalia Copper appears eager to move on, alongside players such as Kennedy Carter, Marina Mabry, Dana Evans, and Camila Cardoso. Some players simply want to focus on basketball. Not everyone is chasing podcast fame, influencer deals, or acting opportunities.
Caitlin Clark could be raising the tide and lifting all boats. And I think Angel Reese needs to take a pill because there is a great opportunity here. And I think jealousy is reigning supreme here.
Some athletes enter the WNBA with the primary goal of excelling at their craft. Yet instead of refining her free throws, developing her post-game, or improving her mid-range shot, Angel Reese appears increasingly focused on off-court visibility, including high-profile commercial appearances. After watching nearly every Chicago Sky game and every Indiana Fever matchup, it's hard to argue that Reese's double-doubles are translating into meaningful team success or improved morale. The emphasis seems to be on ensuring she reaches her statistical benchmarks, even if it comes at the expense of chemistry and cohesion. As Rachel Banham bluntly remarked in a post-game interview, if getting blown out doesn't motivate a team to improve, it may be time for serious self-reflection. What was supposed to be a celebratory night centered on Barbie instead turned into Caitlin Clark's showcase, with even opposing fans cheering her on in a venue that should have been hostile.
Nobody was talking about your league. Nobody cared about the WNBA until that girl, Caitlin Clark, I don't care what color she is. She's ridiculous. She's nasty. And now people are watching and you guys are talking shit about her. Like, what are you guys doing? They're sabotaging the whole thing. She should leave. She should have got those other contracts. Where does she have a contract to go somewhere else?
Big three.
She should have gone to the big three. To hell with the WNBA. They're nothing. They're nobody. Nobody's watching.
They lost $50 million. The WNBA lost $50 million. The only reason they make it is because the NBA kind of gives money to them to help them out. It's a lost cause every year. It's a political DI.
With just under 4 minutes remaining, the crowd rose to its feet as Caitlin Clark exited the game, celebrating her third 30-point performance of the season.
She's asked about the foul. Look how different the response is.
By Angel Reese, what's going through your mind and how you just stay within yourself to finish the game?
What's going through my mind is I need to make these 2 free throws. That's all I'm thinking about. It's just a part of basketball. It is what it is.
Listen.
Trying to make a play on the ball and get the block. But yeah, I mean, it happens. And those free throws, when you have to shoot them with nobody at the line, are kind of hard. So it's a little different than having people at the line. So I was just trying to focus on making those.
Some critics argue that the attention and accolades Caitlin Clark receives are driven more by narrative than merit, while others dismiss claims that race plays a role, pointing instead to her performance and impact on the court. As the debate continues, opinions remain sharply divided, with supporters crediting Clark's success to her skill and improvement, and detractors questioning the broader dynamics surrounding her rise.